Welcome to 2 cents short of a dollar, the show where we give our 2 cents and keep it 100. We're back again. We're your host. That's Mo Tiz. I'm Rue, back in the building. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for the support. Really appreciate it. We're going to jump right into it, though, on this one. So coming off the heels of some exciting boxing last night, PBC put on a card, Top Rank put on a card. I kind of want to stick to the Top Rank card, though. Shakur, his debut at the lightweight division at 135, he went against Yoshino.
Right.
Yoshino, for those who don't know, he's on a win streak. I think he was undefeated, but he was on a pretty good streak where he knocked out before Nakatani. I forgot who he stopped, but then he stopped Nakatani. For those not familiar with Nakatani, he gave Teofimo Lopez a relatively hard fight. Loma stopped him, but Yoshino stopped him earlier than Loma stopped him. Shakur was going through the list trying to get a fight. Not many people were willing to say yes, but Yoshino said yes. So just what were your thoughts on the fight? Any surprises?
I would say yes and no, as convoluted as that may sound. But I would say one thing I was surprised about, I knew Shakur was going to win the fight, right?
I think we all did.
I felt like it was going to go decision, 12 rounds. That's the surprising part. I didn't think that the fight was going to get stopped. Now, whether or not the fight should have gotten stopped, that's a debate for a whole nother day, right? I do think that Shakur just put a clinic on him, was punishing him. Shakur just continuously showed from time and time again, that his pinpoint accuracy is exceptional, right? His timing, exceptional, right? Even in the pocket, being able to kind of weave punches and then come through and hit him, it was disrupting Yoshino's flow. Yoshino kind of like fights in a way where he kind of has to set up his punches, especially when you go and look at the Nakatani fight. He'll throw a few soft punches and then just throw like an overhead right. And Shakur wasn't necessarily allowing him to do that. And you could just tell the experience between the two fighters was just on a whole nother level. Like Yoshino should not have been in there with him. What were your thoughts?
I thought it was exciting. I'm always excited to watch Shakur fight. Just as a fan of the art of boxing, right? He's hit and don't get hit, but in a different way where he's not even expending that much energy. He's not moving all over the ring. He's there, but you just can't really touch him, right? So his defense is impressive. I think his offense is underrated though, because he throws very good combinations, precise combinations. But I think Yoshino made it easy for him because most of the night, I think Yoshino led with his face. You know what I'm saying? He just kept coming in face first. And I'm like, bro, what are you doing? You know you're going to get hit, right? Like,
he was like this, just face. Ducking in, just.
But one thing I noticed last night, and I've seen it in a few of Shakur's fights, few of his fights, and I guess I would expect to see it more in boxing, but I actually don't. With him being a southpaw and, jousting for position with the front feet, I feel like when guys fight Shakur, they're tripping over his front foot a lot. And like I said, I would expect orthodox fighters and southpaw fighters for that to happen more. But, I feel like there's a lot more southpaws today than I've ever seen in boxing. And I'm not really seeing that much. I got to kind of like pay attention or like kind of see what's happening there. But there was a lot of tripping last night from Yoshino as well. But I've seen that in a few of Shakur's fights. So I wonder if it's just like his footwork, he's always just fighting for that position or what's happening there.
Right.
But Yoshino didn't stand a chance. I wouldn't have stopped the fight because I think Shakur was embarrassing him and put it on a clinic, but it didn't really look like he was hurt. One time he may have been a little rattled, but he didn't really look too hurt. Even his face, it wasn't like bruised up, marked up. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, he wasn't going to win. So if it was a stoppage, I would have wanted his corner to stop it because they realized, okay, he's not going to win. I didn't think the ref needed to stop it, but that's neither here nor there because I really just wanted to get through that fight so we could get to what's next.